first thing you must do in preparation for bottling is to sanitize your bottles. The preferred method for us is to take clean and rinsed bottles and put them into your dishwasher on the sanitized setting and let that whole cycle run through. That will completely sanitize your bottles. If that is not available to you, the second option is to take each bottle and soak it for at least 1 minute in Star San solution. Again, these should all be clean and rinsed prior to doing this. Once all of your bottles have been sanitized using one method or the other, we're going to lay out all of our equipment. You see our sanitized bottles there. Next, you have your 3/8 inch bottle filler. And after that, a 3/8 inch piece of nylon tubing cut at 2 inches. It's going to be crucial to connect the bottle filler to the fermenter. We're going to sanitize approximately 26 to 28 caps, depending on how much beer we have. Here we have our carbonation drops, which are going to be crucial to the carbonation of the beer in the bottle, and our bottle capper. And lastly, our beer, which you should let sit for at least 1 hour after moving and before bottling. Once you have your equipment laid out, we're going to make 2.5 gallons of Star San solution. We'll do this by putting 2.5 gallons of water in our bottling bucket and 1/2 ounce of solution. As always, once we put the solution in, we're going to want to take our large 22-inch spoon and give it a very, very good stir. Now that you've made the Star San solution, we're going to take all of our equipment that we've laid out and put it in the solution to soak. That includes the bottle filler, the caps, and also the bottle capper. The only thing you will not put in the solution is the bottles, which are already sanitized, and the carbonation drops themselves. We're going to let that sit for at least 1 minute. Once the equipment has set in the sanitizer for at least 1 minute, you can take it out and set it carefully on your sanitized surface. We've now come to what is possibly the most frustrating part of bottling. First, we must sanitize the spigot on our fermenter, and then take the 2-inch piece of 3/8 inch line and attach that to the spigot. You can see even in this video, it's a little frustrating. It's a very tight fit, but just be patient and it will go on. Once you have that piece attached to the spigot, then we're going to grab the bottle filler, the 3/8 inch bottle filler, and attach that to the other end of the line. Again, be patient and take your time. It can be a little bit frustrating. Once that's done, we're almost ready. The next important step is to remove the airlock. This must be done before taking any beer out of the fermenter, or you'll suck some of the solution back into the fermenter. When that's done, we're going to take 2 carbonation drops and put it into our 22-ounce bottle. Each 22-ounce bottle will get 2 carbonation drops. Then we're going to turn our spigot to the on position. You can see here the beer will start to flow into the bottle filler. Once that is done, we are ready to bottle. Now that you've put the carbonation drops in, we're going to put the filler right inside the bottle, and we're going to fill with our beer. This can be very tricky. The instinct is to push the bottle filler spigot all the way down. That actually makes it fill slower. Just barely touching the tip lets the beer flow faster. And the more you do this, the better you'll get at it. You really want to fill the bottle all the way to the top, because once you pull it out, you're going to have about a 1 inch of space between it and the cap, which is exactly what you want. So be patient. And as you get toward the top, once the bottle is almost full, then you can push in all the way. That'll allow it to go slower, as you can see I did there. Once the bottle is full, you're going to set it down, grab a cap, set the cap on top, and use the capper to put it in place and seal it. This will need to set 1 to 2 weeks before drinking. Once you've filled a majority of your bottles and you're near the bottom, just use a book to tip the fermenter forward, but be very careful. Now comes the part where you have to practice patience. The beer should really sit in the bottles for 10 days before you can enjoy it. After 10 days, put it in the fridge, chill it, and really enjoy that homebrew.